Let's just carefully move this over to the side. And of course, Susanna is Vintage Blend Studio, and she is our host for this collaboration that we're doing. And Susanna lives in Australia, so this one got here fairly quickly. She was hoping it would arrive by Friday, and it's Tuesday today, so that was very quick. And I have seen the piece that Susanna's made. She's had it up on her channel before. But of course, they always look a little bit different in real life. Look, I've got 3 pairs of scissors here. No doubt I'd grab another pair for something as well. So here we go. This is exciting, the very first one. So there we go. Look at this beautiful fabric she sent. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have a look. And that's a card. And that's created by Susanna. Oh, did you draw that? And then take wow, that's very good, Susanna. Okay, let me have a read. Dear Jeanette, thank you for participating in the Slowstitch collaboration. It was a joy to make this piece for you, and it's nice to get to know you more during this time. This card is one of my printed artworks I created. I thought you might like it. Also enjoy the extra goodies to create some more lovely sewing pieces. Blessings and big hugs to you and your family. Love, Susanna Easdale. Thank you so much, Susanna. That is amazing. You know, I love drawing. I don't do it at all. I used to love drawing. That is such a good idea to just copy your own artwork and make cards from it like that. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll put that on my shelf too, next to Debbie's card that she sent the other day. I'll just pop it to one side at the moment. And so my colours were shades of grey and antique whites, antique and vintage whites, and I went with a very neutral colour scheme so that I could enjoy the people's work, because I thought if I made it too elaborate in the colours, their work might get lost in the colours. This was my thinking at the time I chose my colours. And we all just chose our colours privately without knowing what anybody else was choosing as well. But that was my thinking behind it, that if I went neutral, then it would be nice, you know, it would showcase the people's work each month. So how lovely is this fabric? Thank you very much. I must admit, I don't have very much cotton fabric, and that's why that even in itself has been a challenge for me to find the right fabrics in my stash. So it's always very nice to get fabric. And look at these flowers that could be cut out as well. Thank you so much. And so here we go. What I might do is I'll spread that out just a little bit so we can enjoy it, and it might showcase the piece as well. And here we go. We will have a look at the beautiful piece that Susanna has made. To start with, I'm looking around the camera because I really want to see her work, and it just is lovely. How beautiful are the scissors? And I think she has a tutorial on how she's done that. I must go and look at that. I've seen it in the thumbnails, and it's really lovely. I think she shows you when she's making a pouch for a pair of scissors or something. Isn't it just lovely? Look at that work. Absolutely wonderful. And she has this beautiful vintage handkerchief here where she's done all little French knots in each of those little squares. We have a little button here. And so this underneath here is this fabric. And as you can see, she's put some lace over the top. She has seed stitching all over the netting of the lace. She has some little French knots in there as well. tiny little cross stitch going up here. And is that her name? Oh, look, she's got her name there as well. I haven't put my name on mine. I must remember to do that. I wonder how she got that on there. It's not stitched, so she must have used a pen or something for that. And then this gorgeous piece of linen in the corner here with a beautiful vintage button. We have this little trim that's goes all the way along, and she's just caught that in places, I would say, so that it stays nice and flat, trying not to miss anything. And then this beautiful a grey lace going up the side there, and I think she's got a bit of straight stitching to hold that on. Oh, look. I do like the little black ones. I've got silver, I've got bronze, I've got gold, but I don't know if I've got any black little safety pins. Aren't they pretty? And mother of pearl buttons going up the side with some cross stitch. And then I think this might be feather stitch, and it's got little French knots on the ends of it. And then like a little daisy stitch on the fabric. And from the video I saw, the fabric had little flowers on it, and so she stitched over the flowers, which was very good. I love the way you've done your little pins. She's done this beautiful little teacup and made it into a pin cushion because her theme is sewing. So she has done a sewing theme. And how should that's got the tiniest little blanket stitch all the way around that teacup. Can you see how small that stitch is? Wow. And then lots of straight stitched on the back here. Unexpected friendships are the best ones. That's her little quote she's put on it with a couple of buttons. And she's cut that out with some scissors. A little doily piece up the top as well. I'm trying to see what she's... I'm not sure what that stitch is. Is it like a little pistol stitch all the way around there, but it's joined? I've never seen it done like that before. Can you see? It looks like it's a tiny, or just, it looks like a joined pistol stitch, but it could be just straight stitch and a bit of couching. I'm not sure, because it doesn't even, oh, does it? Might be just couching, because I can't even see it on the back. Your back is lovely and neat. I do like looking at the backs of things. That's that fabric there that had the daisy pattern on it that she went over on the back there. Oh, I hope I haven't missed anything. There's another like crosshatch kind of stitch up there as well. And more blanket stitch down the side there. Trying not to miss anything. It's really lovely. Thank you so much. How exciting to get the very first one. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. And she's used a little bit of the edge of the fabric. See how it's got this, and she's put that on there as well. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Susanna. I love it. I love it. And I think I will be making mine into like a sampler book, I think. It will be part of a sampler book. Like, it won't just be the 6 pages. I'm going to add extra pages in there as well that are left blank, where I might like to put my own sample pieces as time goes by. So that's what I thought I would do for the pieces that I get. And she's also sent some little extras as well. So we'll have a look. There we go. So, oh, that's lovely, isn't it? So we have a beautiful doy. Oh, it's got a cottage on it. Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, isn't that sweet? I do like that. Oh, thank you so much, Susanna. And then we have a napkin piece, beautiful linen with the beautiful edging on the side there. And these are always useful. You can use your edgings. You can use this to stitch onto or for backing of stitching. Thank you so much. And what's this? It's a very fine thread, mending cotton. I love the old vintage packaging there. That's lovely. See, that's something I don't have an awful lot of variety on, and that's my threads. So that's really nice. Thank you so much. What does it say? For darning all kinds of hosiery. That's why it's so fine. For when they used to darn their stockings and things like that. People wouldn't really do that these days, would they? They'd just go out and buy new ones. Buttons. And I think she made these tags as well. Button cards. Aren't they lovely? Thank you very much. I like the buttons. They're nice, aren't they? Thank you. Oh, and look, it's a little sample piece. It's pre-printed. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, thank you. I wonder if you did that or whether you had that. Thank you. What's this? Oh, look at this. Oh, because I think Susanna sells little kits and things on her, I think it's an Etsy store. I know she sells her journals and things, but if I recall, she also sells little kits and things, so that could be her work. Oh, look at that, wishing you a very happy Christmas. That's like, oh, I've had some of this before. And you can, I'm not sure, it's not cross-stitch fabric, is it? I'm not quite sure exactly what that is, but you could use it in a journal or on a card. It's really pretty, isn't it? Love the image. And there's some sample fabrics, and this is what she's used on her piece. I'll have a look at that in a moment. I think this is the piece, the pieces she used, which is very nice to, look at that, it's dyed. Because as I said, I'm going to make a little sample book out of mine, and at the end, of course, I will have to make a cover for it. So these will come in handy to add to the cover that I make. That's nice. That's like eco dyeing, isn't it? I haven't done that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, I like that. Linen. And some little pieces here. Like upholstery fabrics, I think. Look at the shiny side there. They're lovely. And she's used some of that on here as well. And that's the lace that she's used down the bottom here. And the grey lace that's here. And a flower. Isn't that pretty? And there's part of the doily that goes up to the top here. And the little bit of trim, and that must have come off a garment because it's still attached to the grey lace. That's lovely, isn't it? A scarf, I would think, perhaps. Maybe a scarf. Oh, and look, she sent me a piece of that beautiful, beautiful handkerchief. Isn't that delicate? That's just beautiful. I love the work on that. Look how fine it is. It's so beautiful. And all the pulled work there as well. Oh, so lovely. Oh, wow. And I guess, you know, when you look at this, you can get ideas for your slow stitching in there. Because look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Thank you so much for sending those, Susanna. And then this, what is this? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, Susanna's scissors case. This is the scissors. This is the pattern for the scissors. I'll have to go watch her video on that. Scissors case, scissors case. I have made a scissors case before, quite a long time ago. It's more an ornament now, though. It's a bit fancy to have on my desk. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll have to go and look at your video. I think she bought a fancy pair of scissors at some stage, and I think that's the shape of them. There's some very special fancy scissors. Oh, look at this. It's cut out for me. A piece of doily. And then that you lay, I think, you embroider over the top of it. Oh. And then there's some lovely lace to go with it. And some to make it out of. And some, is that felt? Yeah, it's felt, but is that for padding? I'll have to watch the video. It's got backing on it. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen anything like that before. It reminds me of what Nola does with her sewing machine. But it's not all stitched over, but it's got that effect, hasn't it? And then there is some buttons. There's some buttons in there. Should I open those? I should open those. Just let me get my little thing. I like the little bag. And then we have a couple of buttons. We have a linen button and a mother of pearl button. And then, oh, isn't that tiny? Look at those tiny little buttons there. Oh, we better put those back in there. There we go. Oh, how lovely. So we've got buttons, and then we have some embroidery threads. Scissors done out of this, like this. Sewing everything together from this one. The handle and trim. I like that. That's really pretty, isn't it? And the couching in the black. Oh, see, now that's the video I need to go watch next time I'm on YouTube. So I can make this. That'll be fun. Got a lot of sewing projects this week. I've got to make the cover for my Sew for the Soul book. I want to start working on this piece for Loretta because that has to go to the US this month. Well, yes, I'd like to get it off this month actually because I don't want to leave it too late. And I'd like to do this as well. And I want to finish making my rabbit and make her a dress. So here we go. This is going to be fun, isn't it? I have a few days to myself this week, which is really nice, to be honest. I don't need to go anywhere for a few days apart from the post office. Look at this. One more go. Starting at the top, making sure you can see it. Look at all that beautiful stitching. Absolutely wonderful. And of course I'm looking through the camera and it's You always miss things when you're looking through a camera. Tiny, look how tiny those little seed stitches are in there. They're so small. I think I need to start getting my stitches a bit smaller. That's what's so good about seeing other people's work. You learn from it. You really do, and that's always a good thing, isn't it? Oh, and see, they have little French knots in the middle of them as well. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, look, see, that is... Where has it gone? Over here, I think. There was a little flower, wasn't there? And I'm sure that was the same. Unless I'm not remembering. I'm sure there was a little... Oh, there it is, there. Look, like the top of the teacup, she's put a flower in there, it seems. That's beautiful, Susanna. Thank you so very much. I'm so happy to be a part of this collaboration. It's fun to do new things and learn new things. And see, now I get to make one of these scissor cases. And I will put a link in the description box below to Susanna's channel. Also to her online store. In case she sells these things there, which I'm quite sure she does. I'm quite sure she does. She sells little packs of something there. So I'll put a link in the description box below. And you can go and take a look yourself. Okay, so take care, everybody, and thank you for joining me today. And go over and pay Susanna a visit if you haven't already been over to her channel. Bye.